Hello and welcome back to Grant a Wish. So, we finished all 3 tasks that Gale was given, so essentially freeing him from his duties. I think so far the choices we made were okay, I'll assume at least. I'm not so sure about the choice that Gale seems to have made, but yeah, we'll see about that in a moment. I think we might be nearing the end, so maybe this is going to be a short one, but yeah. Let's find out. Chapter 14.
Halt!
Goodbye. What is the meaning of this? I think carefully on the wording of our last interaction. You are free to travel from my court unharmed. That explains why this is happening outside of the gates, but not why we are being attacked in the first place.
You have broken the rule of hospitality. You have stolen something of ours.
What? I look at Bells, but they look as baffled as I feel. Who are you accusing of this theft?
Gale is the guilty party. The rest of you may leave unharmed, if you disavow him and involve yourselves no further.
Yeah, I'm afraid that will not happen so easily, at the very least at Belle's part. Is this merely a facade to keep Gale? That can't be. Gale knows the rules of hospitality better than any of us. He would never. But one look at his face is all I need to understand the truth of the statement. Guilt colors his features. Gale? A chirp comes from his bag, and I realize at once what he has stolen and why.
Sorry.
I couldn't buy my freedom with hers. Bells nods. Only one thing for it then. They throw down a smoke bomb at our feet. Run!
Get them!
Wind, boost our steps. But I know, even as I try, pour as much as I can into the command, that it won't be enough. Split between the 3 of us, the breeze can't provide the speed that we need. It's not enough to outrun the guards, who wield bows just like Gale. We barely make it into the forest before they get close enough for actual combat, and we are overwhelmed. It becomes very quickly apparent how unsuited Bells is for combat, unwilling to hurt the soldiers even as they attack. In the brief window of time that I can see them before the guards reach me, I see them curl around Chimes, panicked. Chimes swells in size until a brown bear stands in his place, roaring. What? He swipes out with his paw, but he's no match for the archers. I watch Bells cry out as a volley of arrows pierce Chimes' side. Gale fares slightly better for a while. He uses his wind to knock enemies back and arrows out of the air. But there are simply too many for him in the end. As I hear my companions cry out in pain, I curse my own helplessness. It would take a miracle for us to survive this. I know what I have to do. I ask the breeze to keep the guards at bay for even a moment, while I call out to Bells. Bells! Wish that we were safe. Gale looks horrified as soon as he hears.
No!
But Bells doesn't recognize the reason for the objection. I feel a moment of bittersweet relief that I managed to keep the truth from them all this time. They smile wide, realizing that we have an out. I wish we were all home and safe. Don't. But it is too late. I allow the magic to bubble up instantly, turning my world a brilliant gold. Your wish has been granted. And with that, we all disappear. Boy, my heart is racing a bit. We are deposited somewhat harshly on the ground, just outside of the village. Chimes quickly shrinks in size and scampers up Belle's shoulder. Oof. Wait. We're home. It worked. We made it. As soon as he realizes, Gale rounds on me quickly. What have you done? I can already feel C's blessing taking effect. Enough power to last me until dawnbreak tomorrow. I thank her silently as I stare Gale down. I returned us home safely. I don't regret it. Take it back. Undo it. I couldn't. Even if I wanted to. Belle slowly loses their smile, confused by Gale's anger. What's wrong? I don't get it. This is good, right? We got away. And now Mahina's going to die. And it will be my fault, because I couldn't leave a fucking griffin behind. What? It will not be your fault, Gale. What's happening? I don't understand. We're all safe. Gale whirls on Belle's, furious. You had to make a wish because I put us in danger. And now my actions will cost Mahina their life. What? Why would you say that? Don't you get it? Wishes take power. Mahina needs that power to live. Granting that wish was a death sentence for them. Bells goes ashen. That's not true, is it? They look at me frantically. I can't meet their eyes, and they grow more panicked.
Mahina!
That's not true, right? I'm sorry, Bells. I didn't want you to find out like this. No. No, that can't. No. We were finally... They crumble all at once. Chime squeaks sadly, unable to talk once more. I'm sorry. There must be something. We can get you more offerings. I'll give you the other bracelet. My ring, the lute. I shake my head as they look at me desperately. It doesn't work like that. I'm sorry, Bells. There has to be something. We can't have gotten this far. Bells. It's happened. You can't stop it now. But you can help me enjoy the last day to its fullest. I smile at all of them. We made it home. We deserve to celebrate. Let's make a memory that will last a lifetime. We drink into the night and laugh enough for 3 lifetimes. And then finally, we fall asleep curled together in a pile on the floor. I wake as dawn breaks through the window of the inn and slowly extract myself from the huddle. I decide to spend my final moments peacefully watching the sunrise from the window. It is not long, however, before I am joined by a second figure. We stand together in silence for a moment before they finally speak.
I don't want you to go.
I am sorry. I do not want to leave. Despite the sadness that bidding farewell brings, I am glad. I don't regret any part of our time together. There's a quiet sniffle, but Bells nods. I was really hoping to travel with you longer. I'm gonna miss you. I feel the tingling as my form starts to fade, starting from the tips of my fingers. Despite the fear, I can't help but smile. You know, even the gods don't know what comes after. Perhaps we will meet again. I would be honored to travel with you if we do. You'd better. Because I'm not saying goodbye. Then how about until we meet again? I am wrapped up in a crushing hug, which I return as tightly as I can. The last thing I feel is the gentle brush of Belle's lips against my own, barely there. And then, nothing. Chapter 15, Epilogue, Bells. So we really faded. Oh, that's sad. I think it can be... I think there are endings where we don't, but yeah, I mean I did see there is a walkthrough posted on Itch. If you wanna play for yourself and make sure we don't end like this, if it's possible. But yeah, I mean, at least we didn't waste some magic, we only used it when it was really necessary, so that's fair. Also, good thing we didn't even get a choice there, because, I mean, I would have chosen to protect them, of course, but yeah.
I miss you.
Aww.
Hello.
Hello, Beck. See? That's me. Now, dear child of mine, I have some business with you.
What?
Wait, what? I'm a very busy goddess, so we'll need to make this quick. I don't understand. What do you want with me? Why did you call me your child? Who even are you? You haven't figured it out, my dear changeling. Your friend figured it out before the end. But I suppose that perhaps you're at a disadvantage here. Allow me to introduce myself properly.
I'm C.
I am C, the goddess of change. Patron deity of the bored and the discontent. And fearsome spectre to the rest. And you, my dear child, have been stuck in a terribly dull routine for a while now, coming here daily. I think it's time we did something about that. You know, this shrine is actually quite quaint. Nice location. A good selection of offerings. All right. I'll take it. What? You can't. Oh, of course. I can't just take it for free. That would be outrageous. So, how about I ask its owner nicely first?
Mahina!
There we are. I regain consciousness with my arms full of a very teary Bells. Bells? What happened? I feel strange. That will be the mortality. And quite possibly coming back from the brink. How? Oh, it was easy. You were stronger than you knew. The tiniest slip of magic was keeping you tied here, aided by offerings from your friends. And from there, it was simple for me to pull you back. You're lucky. If you had used even a bit more magic, or if your friends had been a bit less generous, there would have been no saving you. Oh, so we did good, thank you. But I have made no offerings.
Yes.
I will be taking your shrine as payment. You won't need it anymore, regardless. I'm afraid I couldn't bring you back quite as you were, given that it was all a bit unofficial. So that is why I have felt so strange ever since I awoke. I am no longer a goddess. I am truly mortal now. I feel a moment of mourning for my connection with the breeze, which has been severed. It had been a part of me for so long that it is jarring to go without. But I am alive. And for the first time, I can see the promise of a long future spanning in front of me. Thank you. I can hear Bells think see as well, although it is muffled by their face being pressed against my shoulder in a tight hug.
It's all right.
Think nothing of it. Although, if ever you're passing by one of my shrines, I wouldn't turn down the occasional offering of a nice dessert. I smile. I am sure I can manage that much. I very gently remove myself from Belle's embrace. It is good to see you again, Bells. Do you still wish to go traveling together? The grin I receive is blinding. 1 year later, oh, wow, okay, wait a moment. Okay, so we did good, I'm so relieved. I'm really happy, okay, it worked out, so we did, like, fulfill the wish and everything, and still came back. Thank you, C. Okay, she had to come into play there somewhere, but for that to happen just in the epilogue, evil. But also very good that we're human now. I mean, a goddess and a human, that's gonna be a bit tricky, right? But now that we're both humans, great. Awesome. Okay, 1 year later. We spent a year traveling, slowly at first, while I got used to my new body. During that time, Bells and Gale have begun the process of re-establishing contact with Gale's parents. Yeah, I was wondering if we're gonna just gloss over that completely. I mean, I'm happy I don't have to make any decisions in that part, you do you. It's slow going, both to be as safe as possible, and because there are a lot of difficult emotions involved on all sides. Even so, a weight has been lifted from Bells that has left them more carefree than ever. Gale seems happier too. He still works as a guard, but he seems a lot more relaxed now that it is his choice to do so, and he knows he can leave at any time. That's what I said. Squawk is growing fast, although she is as attached to Gale as ever. Yeah, that's not going to be a problem. Luckily, the village Gale settled in has been very accommodating to his feathered companion. It seems that griffins are seen as a lot less intimidating when you have seen them cooing for attention and being spoiled. I believe Gale is planning to travel and see the world with her once he has saved some money. Perhaps he and Bells are more alike as siblings than they realized. And although we have our own plans for much more exotic locales soon, right now we find ourselves right back in the town where we first met.
I can finally show you the festival!
Great!
And the festival food!
Even better.
You'll love it!
I'm sure I will. Okay, truly me. I take a moment to think about my life now and how different it is from before. I feel the breeze flow through my hair reassuringly and swirl around me in a familiar dance. Hello, old friend. Even though I lost my control over it, I still feel the presence of the breeze often, and the familiar little strand that was always with me. Well, that's nice. I never needed to control it anyway. It has always just been my friend. I grin brightly and step forward after Bells. I thank the breeze for its encouragement, grateful for its continued presence in my life. But truthfully, despite the differences, I'm not worried at all. I know that no matter what lies ahead, our future will be a joyful one.
I can't wait to see the world with you. I love you.
And that was it. That ended a lot more wholesome than I assumed there for a moment. Lovely. Yeah, that was Belle's route, at least one of the possible endings. But again, there's so much replayability just in that one route, it looks like, and we have two whole other love interests as well. Like, I guess the romance portion is not so in-depth here, but I don't mind that. The story itself was just fun, the characters were fun. Yeah. That was great. There was a lot of fun. Like, from the premise that was just on the shop page, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, but I really liked that. So I'm definitely going to play the other routes as well in my own time. I usually only show one route on here. But yeah, lovely. I don't really have any criticism either, I think. There was some typos that I noticed, but that's about it. So yeah, great. Lovely. Yeah, if you want to play this yourself, I'll have the links to Steam and Itch in the description down below. Yeah, this did end up being a bit of a shorter video, but yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I'd appreciate if you'd let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Would you have made any other choices? Would you have tried to go more for Gale or Ren? Like, whatever that's possible there, I'm not quite sure. I'll find out eventually. Or would you have maybe gone for one of the other offerings? But yeah, again, play the game yourself if you're interested in the other routes. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you with another project. Bye bye!